So, how much trouble can you get into crocheting cute little things? Hi everyone, I'm Jacob. I'm the Cowhat Librarian, and I've got a good one way too early this morning. And it's Boba Time for Pearl Lee by Nicole Chen. As the story starts, Pearl is in between 6th and 7th grade, enjoying her summer. She hangs out with her friends Priya and Cindy. She crochets amigurumi dolls, little dolls made out of yarn that can take a variety of shapes, either human-like or toy-like, or in Pearl's case, one that looks suspiciously like a hot dog that she names Oscar, after the Oscar Mayer Wiener brand. And that's just fine. Pearl likes working with her amigurumi. Her parents and her sister are always busy with their tech startup and their other things, but Pearl can grab her yarn and her crochet hook and disappear to her favorite place in the world, Boba Time, a small boba tea shop owned by Auntie Cha, and this is Pearl's safe space. She can go there, relax with her favorite tea concoction, or try something new that Auntie Cha's offering, and sit down and work with her yarn and not worry about her parents thinking that she should be in tech, and not worrying about how things are changing in her friendship between her and Priya and Cindy. And she's prepared to continue on like this. Well, until she hears the bad news. The fridge at Boba Time is giving out, and Auntie Cha isn't sure if she has enough money to replace it. If she doesn't, she'll have to close up shop and return home to Taiwan. But Pearl kind of wonders if she could help. You see, Auntie Cha's always liked Pearl's amigurumi creations, and her friends have enjoyed them as well. And Priya suggests to Pearl that she could sell her amigurumi creations and maybe make some money if she wanted. And they decide that Pearl would be best served by selling it at the Handmade Market, an enormous craft fair that takes place in their town that isn't that far away, and it seems like a perfect solution to the problem. Well, except for one pesky thing, the money. It costs $150 to pay for a booth fee at this Handmade Market, and there's no way Pearl has enough money for that. She's not prepared to talk to her parents about the whole thing because they don't seem to approve of her amigurumi creations and are always asking her to get involved with coding and go to code camp and other things. And so Pearl has to come up with the money herself. How? By selling her amigurumi. There's an online store in her world that's very much like Etsy and ours, and she looks through the process for signing up. Her mom expresses some reluctance about the idea of her setting up any type of shop like that because of the difficulties involved, but Pearl is not deterred. She wants to help Auntie Cha. This is how she can do it. It's going to be a big success. She'll sell in her online store, make money, sell at the Handmade Market, give all the money to Auntie Cha, and save Boba time. It's perfect, right? What could possibly go wrong? I liked it. It was good. Pearl is a really good character. Her concerns are very, very relatable. Her relationship with Priya and Cindy is interesting, especially the push and pull between wanting to be absolute best buds with them and Priya seemingly pulling away from Pearl and Cindy's exploration of Taiwanese and Chinese culture. And that was really interesting because it was very honest that Pearl was a little bit clueless about this stuff. She had no idea why Priya wouldn't be interested in trying new flavors at boba tea like grass jelly, or why she wouldn't want to watch a Chinese movie without subtitles. It was really well written. The basic story is on point. The desire to help a friend and make money the only way you know how, that's something that's come up again and again in various children's books. And I liked it. I recommend it. If you like things like Air, I think you'll find a lot to like here. There's quite a substantial overlap in friends trying to earn money for something and them becoming sort of separated in the process of it. Or if you like 1,000,000 views, the subject of a video I will be recording in 20 minutes, you'll probably find lots to like here too. With the family situation being very, very similar, where both kids are sort of on their own trying to do projects that have a big goal for them and their family not really being involved with it. Another one you might like is Lasagna Means I Love You. Now, the family situations are very, very different. In that one, the main character was a foster child being placed with a family, but the idea of these two pursuing this bigger project with a bigger goal, with the grown-ups in their lives not really understanding or not necessarily being able to be a part of all of it, I think there's a lot to cross-recommend between the two. At any rate, I do recommend it. Now, with that said, it wasn't perfect. There are spoilers ahead because I have to talk about the deal breaker. It's a small one, but the main deal breaker for me is that the ending was too convenient a resolution, and it brings to mind that joke about how Indiana Jones didn't matter in Raiders of the Lost Ark, because if he hadn't been involved, the Nazis would have opened the Ark and doomed themselves anyway. And to a certain extent, that applies here too. Everything blows up in Pearl's face, with her friends, with her parents, with everything else. She can't work at the handmade market. She finds out that Auntie Cha kind of wants to head home because she has a daughter back home who's about to have a child, and that she's seeing as maybe a sign that it's time to go back, even though she's liked running Boba Tea and being able to send money back to her daughter. In the course of things, Pearl finds an investor who just happens to run the coding group that her sister was involved with and was going to be a spokesperson for. And I guess she sort of put them in contact, but I feel like if Pearl had just told her parents, hey, Auntie Chaz might be closing because of this, they might have thought, hey, can we find an investor? It wrapped up way too cleanly, where everyone gets exactly what they want. Pearl gets her safe space saved for her, and Auntie Cha gets to spend some time back with her daughter and some time still in the United States, and it wrapped up a little too neatly. Even Kendall, previously one of the banes of Pearl's existence, comes around and she ends up being friends with Pearl because Pearl helps her talk with her grandmother and is impressed that she can do origami, and it wraps up a little too neatly. That's minor griping though. I like it, I recommend it. Go borrow it from your local public library. While I'm on that topic, if you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library, why not take just 1 minute and tell the powers that be exactly that? Tell your mayor, tell a council member, tell your MP or MLA that you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library. We're at a time where a lot of public libraries are having trouble finding sustainable funding to continue improving the programs and materials and services they offer. And a few good words in the right ears might make a world of difference. If by some chance you're a library staff member, don't forget, watching my videos counts as professional development time. With that, thank you for listening to me talk all about a book with tapioca bubbles everywhere. By all means, please like, please subscribe, and please check back to see what else I have to talk about from the Cow Hat Library. Thank you. Bye now.